Hi folks, Job Comics here, having a look at a lost 90s Marvel comic book. Here's one that friends of mine outside the UK might not have seen before. Knights of Pendragon. I'm pretty sure this is volume one. What's Knights of Pendragon? Well, it's all tied to those kind of British, not so much Scottish legends, but more English legends, where in times of dire straits, there would be a sort of mystical force that would come back and help Britain out in times of stress, or if they're getting attacked by big demons and stuff. Yeah, so it's quite interesting. This is part of that Marvel UK line of comic books. I think you could get these in the States, yeah. I don't know if anybody was interested in them though. It's Dan Abnett, John Tomlinson, and Gary Erskine. They kind of created this. And Paul, you see Paul Neary there's doing editorial work on this here, and this is 1991. Now, this is issue 18 of the first series of this. I'm pretty sure this is the last issue. It was a kind of almost for mature readers. It was like Marvel UK doing Vertigo, and interestingly enough, this is all canon. This is all part of the Marvel universe, and they would cement it by using various different heroes from Marvel when they were doing this. So you would see, was it Black Knight and Union Jack? Do you remember Union Jack from the Invaders? And then even in this issue here, look, yeah, you got Hawkeye and Iron Man doing their thing. So they're getting dragged into this as well. So like I said, this issue here, I'm pretty sure is the last issue. You'll see this is all set in London, black cabs and smarmy yuppies. And here's the owl motif that's running through this, and I think it's kind of gathering them together, isn't it, in a sort of call to arms. We're building towards a sort of third act finale in this here. As we go on, you'll see some of the cast of characters, and you'll see some of the stuff that they were doing. And we're getting a look at some of our costumed heroes here. There was knights of like the Green Knight and stuff that was involved in all this, and I think he actually brought some of the cast back from the dead, because we're sort of aiming towards this final battle. And you'll see here, yeah, there's Captain Britain there in that Alan Davis outfit, which is the best one. There's Iron Man there, and you saw Hawkeye earlier on, and you get some of the recurring characters here, and then we've got the Red Lord. It's very much, it feels quite grounded in British, not Scottish. Let me make the distinction between British and mythology, because you've got things about Merlin and the Knights of the Round Table, and then we've got Captain Britain here. There's Iron Man just saving him here. The art was done by a guy called Gary Erskine, and he worked on 2000 AD and stuff like this, and then of course this stuff here. And Gary still does lots of great work around different schools and things, doing art and sequential storytelling. But you'll see him at comic book conventions all the time. He seems like a really, really nice guy. He's always got hundreds of time to chat to people about his work, and yeah, he's a really, really nice guy. I just felt he never really got the big break that the likes of maybe Steve Dillon or Brian Bolland, Dave Gibbons, Alan Davis, he never really quite reached that. But maybe he didn't want to. Here's some classified ads, which is quite interesting, because it's like back in 1991, look, you can get comics by mail order comics, just comics. Another World, there was Doctor Who Bargains, Nostalgia in Sheffield, Wonderworld, it was in Southampton, I've been at that one. London Mega City, and then there was events, and it was all about comics. Not anymore. Here's a little letters page. That was from David Fulton. He's from Girvan. Girvan's not far from me. It's quite weird. What does he say? I've been a comic hand for keep up the good. Yeah, David Fulton, Girvan. Hey, Dave, you good? Girvan's lovely. Um, who's this? Steve Chapman, Teddington, Middlesex. That's in the middle of the country. Who's this? If not, at least I've cast my vote and done my part to save the only conscious socially that is Book of the 90s, John Robertson, Florida. See, there you go. There we go. And then the last word. Look at this little small print. How could you even read this? As the cycle of Pendragon hurtles to a close, I'd like to offer my thanks to Gary for pushing his portfolio on me in Glasgow. Glasgow's up the road from me. And then proving he was better than I'd ever hoped. To John, so it's like kind of editorial thing here, yeah. There you go. What was shall be again. And I'm pretty sure that there was a volume 2 of this. Here you can see some of those UK publications that were out as well at the same time. So Marvel UK, doing all right. All collapsed, of course. But anyway, look at that. It's worth it for the cover alone. Look at that painted cover. It's absolutely beautiful. Iron Man and a horse. Oh, come on. You gotta love it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed looking at that slice of UK Marvel Mania. I'll see you all in the next one. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and the notification bell. See you tomorrow, you lot.